Dun, 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 dun. Hello guys, today is March 26, 2021, and you know what it is. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, it's a Monster Hunter day with a new Monster Hunter. The last Monster Hunter that I play a ton of is Monster Hunter Double Cross on the 3DS. I have like 800 hours here, you know. You can see my faceplates. Yeah, it's all Monster Hunter. I really love Monster Hunter, and yeah, admittedly, I have Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. I also played it there, but the nice thing about the 3DS version is the Double Cross is basically the same game. The good thing about this is you can like add patch to it such that it unlocks the frame rate. If you have a new Nintendo 3DS, it becomes 60 frames per second, and then you can play online with Nintendo Switch players, Nintendo 3DS players. So that way the pool of players is very huge, you know. But the Switch is still fine. But yeah, that one you can see that it aged a lot because that game was based on the Nintendo 3DS. It wasn't made for the Nintendo Switch from the ground up. But speaking of from the ground up, Monster Hunter Rise. This I'm gonna play on the Switch because it is made on the Nintendo Switch from the ground up. So you know, I never had I don't have a console. I'm a handheld guy, so I never tried Monster Hunter World on the PS4. But yeah, speaking of being a handheld guy, so here you can see the Nintendo invoice tax, you know, from South Africa. But like I said, yeah, I'm a handheld guy, so I started actually with Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the PSP. That's my first introduction to Monster Hunter. And then eventually I played Monster Hunter Third Portable. But the serious, you know, Monster Hunter gaming that I played is actually on the 3DS, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Because when I say serious, that's the time when, you know, I met friends from the Philippines. We call it Techno Friends. We meet up every weekend where we hunt monsters. And yeah, 3 Ultimate, that's the first time we did it on the 3DS. And then we went on, you know, all the way to 4 Ultimate. I'd say I have a more playtime in 4 Ultimate than 3 Ultimate, but Double Cross is like so far one of my favorite games on the 3DS, because you know the amount of content alone is insane. But yeah, man. So we have here some huge bubble wrap. So this is an unboxing video. So we're gonna unbox the. So you have here like contents for the ice candy or whatever. I also made some coffee because it's early morning here when I was like woken up and this guy calling, hey, your parcel is outside. I also have some Amazon delivery that's coming out like maybe today or maybe on Monday, so I thought it was the Amazon one. But yeah, in the Philippines they have this coaster. If you pre-order, you get the poster, and then you get the coasters, you know, where you with the Monster Hunter design where you put your glasses on. But in South Africa, you get a Palamute keychain for a pre-order bonus, which I think is very cool. Yeah, and then you also have a lenticular postcard, Monster Hunter. And then when you say lenticular, it's the, you know, the 3D effect when you like look at it at a different angle, the view changes, which is yeah, looking at it now, it's very cool. It's like the hunters are on the foreground, Magna Malo is at the background, which is pretty awesome, I'd say. Yeah, I would have loved to have the poster, but you know, I can't do anything. You see that lenticular effect. It's like a Magna Malo is moving in there, you know. So it's very cool. These are your pre-order bonus. Speaking of my new 3DS, because like I said last time, if you watch my video last time, I ordered this with my with Hades, which I unboxed last week. If you haven't seen it, check my unboxing last week. But I actually also bought some additional faceplates, you know, for my new 3DS for this one, because I also collect faceplates for this. So I got the bunch of faceplates that I don't already have, and an extra Pokemon clear faceplate, because these are becoming expensive nowadays, you know. But yeah, that's not the important part. The important part is so more huge bubble wraps here. But I can smell it. Let me do this way so that you see the title. Oh man! Oh man! You see that? So let me put the box below, and yeah, Monster Hunter Rise, it comes with a bunch of stickers. The one I'm after, the Magna Malo amiibo, a pin, and of course the 3DS game itself. So, but the thing is, there's a caveat. This is a And EU, if you buy in South Africa, the region is actually EU. My main eShop account is actually US. So I'm not sure if I play this game, if I can redeem the DLC in a US account. But it doesn't matter. I also have an EU account. You know, like I have a game that I bought from EU. I believe Slay the Spire is one of those, because sometimes the sales are different between EU and US. So if it won't work, then I just put it in my EU account. But yeah, I'm hoping it does, because for example, my Xenoblade Chronicles, which is a limited edition, which I bought also in South Africa, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I meant the first Xenoblade game on the Switch. If you remember the DLC in the US eShop, you can, like, for example, download the undubbed version. That's like, it comes like a DLC, the Japanese voices. It actually works with the EU cart. So US DLC works on the EU cart. I hope it does the other way around. EU DLC will work on a US account, but we'll see. I'm not sure. If not, then yeah, it's just a bunch of cosmetic stuff. But yeah, so you can see the box right here. On the side is the Magna Malo image right there. At the back is some advertisements about Monster Hunter. If you're a hunter, you should already know this. And then in the front, Magna Malo himself. Okay, so for those of you who are not well versed into Monster Hunter, let me talk about this game, because this game is basically, you can think of it like, the easiest way to explain it to someone is, it's a bunch of boss fights basically. And you know the exhilaration you get when fighting bosses in different video games. In here, you'll be fighting bosses all the time. You know, like you go to an area, boss right away. Okay, and then you select from a bunch of, I believe it's like 14 weapons now, from a bunch of different weapons. It's like every weapon feels very different. It's like choosing a different class, you know, from different characters. And the nice thing about Monster Hunter is, yes, you do get, you know, later on when you kill some of the harder monsters, you get better armor set. But the thing is, your hunter don't level up, your armor set do not level up. It's you, the player, you know, your experience itself that levels up within the game. Because for example, if you play games like RPG, let's say, I don't know, Bravely Default or Final Fantasy, the thing is, the more time you put into it, it scales with the power of your character. So there comes a point where, even though, you know, there's a powerful monster, if you've played for long enough, it's just like one hit of your soul. Why? By virtue of the fact that you know your playtime is very long. However, for example, Monster Hunter Double Cross in my 3DS, I played here 800 hours. I still couldn't one-shot the enemy, because the enemy will always be the same no matter how long you played. You know, the what you learned is, you know, the enemy patterns, how you dodge, how you master your weapons. Those are the things that level up. So you can think of it as, you know, real-time leveling up. It's not some sort of, you know, abstract number leveling up within the game. No, it's you, the hunter itself, that levels up. And I think that's one of the most fascinating thing about this game. But anyway, let's open it. I do have to say that, you know, I also have the how do you say this, the demo on my Nintendo Switch. But I like only spent like around let's say 15 hours on that demo. I know some people who like spent 60 hours on it. I want to spend those hours in the actual game itself, because I was playing some other games, of course. And then I also, but what I did is I familiarized, because usually starting Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, I mained the range weapons, bowgun, heavy bowgun, light bowgun, and bow. And yeah, in here in the demo, I tried, you can, you know, use the motion controls, which is very good in Warframe. I use motion controls a lot, and it's good to know that if you're a ranged weapon in Monster Hunter Rise, you know, the motion control is there. So now I'm opening the box. Okay, so you see that's what you see in there. And of course, let's get first Magna Malo. Magna Malo basically takes the entire volume of the entire collection. So I don't think I'm gonna open this yet, because I don't think I'm gonna be using it already. But yeah, if it doesn't matter, because you're only seeing this guy, you know, from the inside the box. So I'm not opening it yet. But to get a sense of scale, you see I have here KK Slider. I always bring it with me, you know. It's my KK Slider, because, you know, there are some games where a lot of games in the Switch or on the new 3DS where you can tap an arbitrary amiibo. So I have some amiibos back home, like Animal Crossing mostly, but I have like Shovel Knight, for example. But this guy is I opened so that for those, for example, Resident Evil Revelations 2 has those arbitrary amiibo unlocks but you can do. But anyway, you can see the scale. Magna Malo is a huge monster, you know. You see they have the same base, the circle at the bottom, the size is the same, but the scale, look at that, man. So Magna Malo, of course, Magna Malo is not the biggest amiibo there is. I believe the biggest amiibo, if I'm not mistaken, is Detective Pikachu. He has like a huge stuffed toy of an amiibo. But yeah, this is still cool, man. So this is the Magna Malo. Okay, let me put it down. I'm gonna show it again later. inside, so it's very well separated, but inside we do have the pin that I was talking about. Okay, and then you have here the a bunch of Monster Hunter stickers, which I'm not gonna open, but it's pretty thick. It's pretty thick, so a lot of stickers. Usually with stickers, yeah, I don't really use them because like yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna stick them, you know, if I'm gonna use the stickers. But yeah, pin and then the stickers, and of course the main event. This is what we're after here, man. The Monster Hunter Rise game itself. Okay, so it's nice that it doesn't have, you know, the region here, because the region indicator is on the collector's edition box itself. But yeah, just like last time, you know, in the Hades, let's open this, and at the back it says rise to the challenge and join the hunt, and then it's a bunch of French words, or yeah, translations of that exact phrase. Includes download codes for deluxe kit DLC and bonus content. Okay, but yeah, man, there's the Magna Malo, the flagship monster. So let me remove the plastic that we always do, like we did with Hades from last week. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, again, the feeling, you know, of peeling off a plastic from a new Switch game. It never gets old, because of course it's new. But yeah, you know what I mean, you know. But whew, that smells so good, man. There are a bunch of plastics left. Let me remove them. They kind of stick on the main. Let's open it. And yeah, we do have here the download codes for the DLC kit. And like I said, yeah, I'm still not sure. Yeah, so we need to scratch this thing right here. So it's like for some sort of armor set, if you can see right there. And then Palamute and the Palico, I think layered armor. So I believe when you say layered armor, it's similar to the one in Generations Ultimate, where even though let's say you have, let's say I don't know, a Rathalos armor, you can layer it with Tigrex. If for example, if you want the aesthetic looks of Tigrex armor, but you want the effects of Rathalos, then you can put the Tigrex aesthetics on top of Rathalos. So I assume that's also the meaning of layered armor. But yeah, those are what you get, the DLC codes and the instruction manual. It doesn't say. I noticed there are some cards that says Monster Hunter Deluxe Edition in here when they have they want the kit, but that doesn't have the Magna Malo amiibo. And of course we have here the card itself. And as you can see in here, it's how do you say this? It's EU. Okay, the label. If you see like the number of the age instead of letters is US, and then numbers are EU. Yeah, the weird taste of a Switch cartridge is still there. But yeah, I'm gonna take this out now, and again, I'm gonna start. Maybe later I'm gonna eat my breakfast first. But yeah, again, let me showcase my cover plates here very quickly. The new cover plates that I got. Maybe I'm gonna change my cover plate to this blue one, or this Monster Hunter cover plate, but maybe next week, because right now I'm still in the Monster Hunter hype. But yeah, man, let's summarize again the things that I got. So we have the postcard, lenticular postcard, the Palamute keychain, which is very cute because I'm actually receiving my funky keychain console in a next few weeks or days. So watch out for that. If you don't know what it is, it's a very cool. It's a handheld that you can put in a keychain. But yeah, you have this guy. Of course, you have the Magna Malo that comes with a collector's edition. The Magna Malo amiibo, which looks very menacing, man. Look at the Magna Malo. I never tried him in the demo. I was only like repeatedly killing the dinosaur, you know, for 15 hours. I don't want, you know, I want to experience the flagship monster in the actual game, not in the demo. The stickers, the pin, and of course the game itself. Okay, so that's it guys, the unboxing. Thanks for watching the unboxing with me of the Monster Hunter Rise Collector's Edition. And I'm gonna put, I think, yeah, since I won't be using Magna Malo right away, I'm gonna put him back inside the case. Okay, and then maybe the rest I'm gonna put later, but I'm just gonna put Magna Malo first so you can see the actual front of the box. But yeah guys, thanks for watching with me this unboxing of Monster Hunter Rise Collector's Edition. Again, it's out now today. If you're a hunter, you know what to do. Go out there, get your Monster Hunter. If you're beginning in this game, I believe, yeah, this is a good entry point as any game. Yes, the learning curve is gonna be very high, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. So thanks for watching guys. guys. See you next time, and bye-bye.